Hello guys, today we begin our vlog here. So in today's video I'm going to be taking you on a scenic walk. I'm going to be showing you the surroundings of my town. We are going to go to the river. We are also going to go and see some of the nice views around this area. So yeah, stay with me as we take this scenic walk. If you are new to this channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. This is a new channel, so we are counting on all the new subscribers we can get. Yeah, so let me show you guys what the roads look like, what the bushes look like here. We're also going to be going to the riverside. Yeah. So right now we are headed to the riverside. You see there is the railway there. I don't know if you can see it. It's the railway. So we are on the residential part of town. That is the main part of town is over there in that direction. And we are heading in this direction where there is a ranch. It's called Solo Ranch. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like and I hope you subscribe. So we are currently around Naromoru town. This road goes to another private school called the Trainsview Academy. On the other side of the railway there is Naromoru River Lodge. I'll be showing you when we reach there. It's a very nice kind of resort-like vibes. It's kind of a resort, kind of a hotel, kind of a lodge. It's a very nice place to take photos and videos. It's also a nice place to take your partner out for a date night or something like that. Yeah. Welcome back. Here we are on the railway. We are now walking on the railway. On that side, I don't know if you can see, but we have the Naromoru River Lodge. I don't think you are able to see that clearly. You are going to see it clearly once we are closer. Yes. If you are new to this channel, which you probably are because this is a new channel, my name is Brian Jema. The channel name is _Jema. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. So to my right there you can see, it's to my right, you can see the beautiful Naromoru River Lodge. That's the gate over there. We are just passing it. That is their fence. To the left, I don't know if you can see some school buses parked over there. Those school buses belong to Transview Academy. I think I went to school here when I was a kid, when I was in class, I don't know, class 5 or class 6. I went to this school for like 1 term. That's 3 months. Yeah, so this place definitely brings back some memories. Some good memories, a few bad ones. For example, I almost broke my arm running on this railway, and I tripped and fell. That happened almost 20 years ago. So yeah, life is a journey. It's been quite an eventful journey for me. Also quite an interesting one. Yeah. So as you can see, the railway side is quite beautiful. I don't know if the camera is doing this place the justice it deserves. But yeah. Yeah. We are now heading to the riverside. Some people are curious as to what we are doing. So you just heard that guy ask, "Ni camera, that means is that a camera?" In Swahili. For those of you who don't understand Swahili. So yeah, there's Transview Academy. It's quite a nice school. On the other side we have Naromoru River Lodge. You can see the fence is quite overgrown. And right in front of us we have the Naromoru Nairobi railway line. Yeah. See you on the next part. Yeah, that's Transview Academy for you. The best, arguably the best private school around Naromoru and its environs. Yeah. I hope they pay me for promoting them for free. Welcome back, beautiful people of YouTube. We are now officially in the bush. This is how Kenyan bushes look like. As you can see, there is a fence over there that is called Soli Ranch. So now we are on the outskirts of the town. We are already in Soli Ranch. To my right we have the railway. Yeah, that's the railway right there. As you can see, the bush, it looks quite good. There's quite some fresh over here, but right now it's in the dry season. If you are wondering where we are right now, we are in Africa. This is the country called Kenya, in Central Province, Nyeri County, Naromoru town. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think we should improve. Tell us how you like this video. Tell us what you want to see next. where you want to see us exploring next. Yeah. So this is what the bushes in Kenya look like. It's quite beautiful, but it's also quite sunny and dusty. Because like I said, it's in the dry season. Right now it's January. No, it's February. The date today is February. What am I? Date 2. February 2nd, 2026. This is the time that this video was recorded. It's 3:40 p.m. or 15:40 hours Nairobi time. So right now we are headed to the river. We are still not there yet. As you can see, it's quite beautiful out here. You can see the view. You can see Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is right there. It's to my right, but it's quite the view is quite blocked by some clouds. But I will show you a nice view once the clouds have cleared. It's usually a very nice view over there. It's a very majestic mountain. That's why some people from this country, or us, we like to call ourselves people of the mountain. It's that mountain. When you hear about Mulima, it's that Mulima over there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So we are deep inside Kikuyu land. This might not be Kikuyu land actually, because we are also in Laikipia County. So there are a bit of Maasais and a bit of Kikuyus, and a lot of Kikuyus and a bit of Maasais in this county. Most of the Kikuyus here are settlers, because our native lands are deep in Nyeri County, deep in Muranga, deep in Kirinyaga over there. So yeah, we came to settle here because we came to try and find some expansion. It was getting too crowded. It was getting too crowded in our native homes. That is why, too overpopulated. That is why we came and decided to seek refuge over here. And as you can see, God has been faithful. So we are here. I don't know if you can see some houses over there. There's a bit of development over there. Some very nice, let's call them villas. Villas or townhouses. That is called Mtoni Resort. Something like that. So yeah, I'm going to show you around once we close the railway. You can see the railway comes like that. Then to that direction it goes to Nairobi, and to that direction it goes to Nanyuki. The railway goes to Nanyuki at that direction. So Nanyuki is right where the camera is, the direction right where the camera is pointing at. So Nanyuki is right there in that direction. You can see the railway kinds of curves in this direction because it wants to avoid the terrain right there because of the river. So there is a bridge a few kilometers, like 3 or 4 clicks down there. There is a bridge, or maybe 5 clicks at the maximum. There is a bridge, and right there at that bridge is where my home is. What I would call my ancestral home rather. So yeah, let's meet at the next part of this vlog. We are crossing the railway. From which county are we in right now?
Laikipia.
We are in Laikipia. So we are crossing from Laikipia and we are crossing to Nyeri. So right now we are in Nyeri County. Like I told you, that railway in that direction it goes to Nanyuki. Yes. Introduce yourself.
I go by the name Felix King. Yeah. Adventure it is. Here we go.
Yes. As you have heard it from Felix King himself,
yeah.
This is quite an adventure. So right now you can see some nice buildings over there. That is called Mtoni Camping Lodge or something.
Yeah,
or Mtoni Resort.
Mtoni Resort.
I think we are about to find out. We are about to pass by there. So we are going to find out very soon. So right now you can see the terrain kind of goes into a valley. Now that's a river right there. Now we are going to cross that river. So we have already crossed to Nyeri County from Laikipia County. That is how things are in our little corner of the world. See you on the next one. So we are now deep in the bushes, continuing the adventure. I think you can hear quite some wind. There is quite a little bit of gust. The weather is changing a little bit. There's some cactus plants right here. And some cactus. Maybe this camera can focus. Yeah, something like that. We used to enjoy those fruits when we were kids. But they used to come with a price. If you know, you know. That sweetness of the cactus used to come with a bit of a small price. So I'm listening to some music. I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted, but even if I get copyrighted, I'm going to find a way around it. Because we cannot walk without music. It sounds like it's about to rain. So we gotta pick up the pace. We are currently in Solio Ranch. We are heading towards Mtoni. Mtoni is a word in Swahili that means in the river, or by the river, or near the river. Mtoni. Mto means river in Swahili. I'm feeling a bit of a slope. We are going down a hill. Tells us we are definitely about to come into the river. We are about to get to Mtoni. Ship it to the maps. The bushes are very big over here. I hear some people screaming. Some people are definitely having fun in the river. Let's go and see what's up over there. So here we are, my good people. Here we are in the river. This is Mtoni for you guys. Let's go down there. See what's happening. So as you can probably see, this is a very serene environment. Hi guys. So this is River Tegevi. Do you have anything to say?
Some challenges here.
Say something. What are you trying to do? This guy is trying to cross the river.
Yeah. Impossible.
And he's trying to keep his balance. I don't think I'm going to risk that. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to take this direction. I'm going to follow this guy right here. This guy knows what he's doing, but that one... Hi. So yeah, that's what that looks like. That is River Tigidi. Let me see if I can get some good lighting over here. Yeah, that doesn't look half as bad as I thought it would. We just crossed the river right there. We just crossed that river, River Tigedi. Now we are heading up. Where are we going?
Up the hill.
We are going up the hill to where? We are going to Camp Mtoni. It's called Camp Mtoni.
Camp Mtoni Resort.
That is Camp Mtoni Resort. It is English club. It came with the fucking train. We just saw the railway. That's what brought us the English. So we don't have to be perfect in it. Yeah, you can see there's some very beautiful rocks over here. This camera is making this to be very beautiful than it is on the ground. But I think it looks quite nice. This is Africa for you guys. So we are officially out of Soli Ranch, and right now I think we are in people's property. Is that right?
Yeah, it is.
This is property owned by, this is land owned by the civilians of Kenya, I think so. You can see here there's a lot of bush. Hey, bush. Oh my God. There's not a lot of development. Finally, we are out of that hill. I want to show you the view. So the sun is about to set in that direction. In a few hours the sun will set in that direction. I don't know if you can see how beautiful is it. It is very beautiful. Yeah. So to the other side there is Soli Ranch. And then to the horizon there is what we call the Aberdare Ranges. So on that side where the sun sets in the west. Yes? So to my west there is the Aberdare Ranges where the sun sets. And to my east there is the beautiful and the majestic Mount Kenya, and that is where I see the sunrise every morning. 365 days a year the sun rises from Mount Kenya and sets in Mount Aberdare Ranges, sets in the Aberdare Ranges. So yeah, thank you for watching this video.
Okay guys, now
as you can see guys, the weather is changing a bit. We have a bit of rain clouds approaching from the south. No, that's the south. So we said the sun rises in the east, Mount Kenya. It sets in the west, Aberdare Ranges. So where the clouds are approaching from, the rain clouds and the thunderstorms, that is my due south. So most of the times we see planes flying from the northern part of the earth. We see planes flying in from Addis Ababa, from London, from Middle East. They use that route over there. So we are able to see those. We are able to see their navigation lights, or rather their lights flashing in that direction as they head towards Nairobi, which is to the southeast, which is to a bit of to the southeast. And yeah, we are able to see that, and also planes that take off from Nairobi, and also planes approaching from Zimbabwe, South Africa. We are also able to spot them as they head towards Addis Ababa and other cities in the north. So yeah, that's how my directions are looking like. We have some rain clouds approaching from the south or from the southeast, something like that. But we are not very scared of them because here the rain does not scare us that much often. And also we have a waterproof camera, so if it rains we'll be able to test that out. So we are not hoping to test it out because it's the only one that we have. But if it rains we'll see how that goes. This is Mtoni camp. I think that's the reception building over there. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Again, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you like this video. And also, please make sure you leave a comment. Thank you. Hi guys. We are back again. Look at that. We are in rural Kenya. This is one of the rural roads. This is not an all-weather road. If it rains and you come here with a small car, you will be very stuck. And that will not be a good experience for you. So when you're coming to visit rural Kenya, make sure you are ready. And you have a 4x4 wheel. You have a 4x4. You have an off-road capable vehicle. Yeah. Once again, my name is Brian Jema. This YouTube channel is called its_Jema. This is where I will be posting my adventures, the behind the scenes of my shoots. By the way, I'm also a DJ. I have a DJ channel by the name of DJ Shatter. I'm also a photographer. I do have my page on Instagram and Facebook and also TikTok. It's called Plus Visuals. That is a media company. There we do things for clients. We create visuals for clients. Our motto is that we create visuals for clients, for individuals and brands that want to increase their brand visibility. Or rather, we create visuals for individuals and businesses that want to increase their brand visibility. That is our motto. So yeah, if you have some work for us, you can hit me up. I'm going to put my contacts in the description of this video. So yeah, the adventure continues. Right now I'm heading home. I'm going home. Na na na. I don't know the other lyrics, but I do know the tune. Yes. Mimi ni DJ na sijui mangoma, man. God damn it. So yeah, the adventure continues. I'm with my cousin over here.
Yeah.
An aspiring DJ.
Natural. Yeah.
Tell the people to subscribe.
Subscribe to this channel.
Because you guys need to subscribe, because
support.
Because YouTube needs to run us up our checks, bro.
Yeah.
So you need to get that money, and you need to help us get that money by subscribing to this channel. Let me put my face there so you can hear what I'm saying very clearly. So we are here on YouTube, and we need to make some money from YouTube. You who is watching this video right now can help us make that dream come true. All you need to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment down below. Then after doing that, you need to do just one more thing. You need to convince one other person to do the same. You need to convince one more person. So this is also a test. We need to see how strong of a salesman you are, or saleswoman. So you need to convince one another person to like this video, to subscribe to this channel, to comment, and they also
share.
and also to share to one other person. Yeah, it's going to be kind of like a chain reaction. You who is watching right now, subscribe, like, share, comment, then convince one other person to do the same. And when you convince them to do the same, you also convince them to convince another person. And that way we are going to be very rich, and we are going to help a lot of people. Thank you. So remember when we said we are not afraid of the rain? Well, right now it is raining. It's a bit of a drizzle. But the adventure has to continue, nonetheless. So even with the rain, despite the rain, the adventure continues. And that is why you have to make sure that you subscribe to this channel and share it to at least one more person. Here we are going to be talking, you are going to be seeing adventures, you are basically going to be seeing the world through my eyes and through my perspective, my world view. Bro, do you think there is anywhere we can escape the rain for a little while? Yep. So we are going to try and hide in the bush over here and see if the rain is going to stay away from us for a little. Yes, that works. The rain is now not as much. So we are going to hide here until the crowd passes. Let me show you people. Yeah, let me wipe the lens a little bit. The good thing is we have a GoPro. Tell the people something. You look very good.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
We're staying away from the rain. It's kind of cold here. Hope you
It's
make
not
it.
that cold. It's not that cold. Not that cold.
Some challenges
No,
here and
you
there.
are doing what we call selling fear. Why are you selling fear to the people?
Yeah, it's not that
Make
cold.
sure you don't get make sure you don't get pricked by those dongs. They can be quite very painful. So yeah, here we are. We're in the bush, hiding from the rain. Good thing we have our action camera, and I'm also wearing my sports. And also you have to remember that the cameraman never dies. So that means we can never die. Yeah. So see you when the rain stops and the adventure continues. But rest assured, the adventure of life only ends when you die. We have decided to escape the bush. We are not going to hide from the rain anymore.
Forever?
Because we said we are not afraid. We have to back our words with actions, man. So the adventure continues. But now we are running. But rest assured, we are not running away from the rain. So now I'm already getting the clickbait title of this video. It is going to be, you are not going to believe this. The adventure cut short by heavy storms in rural Africa, or something like that. Because the good people of YouTube, I don't know what it is they are doing there, but it seems to get some views you have to use a polarizing title or something of that sort. So yeah, I can already see the vision. Do you see the vision? I see it. So it's up to the viewer to see the vision that we see. Very nice. So it's drizzling quite a little bit and we are still recording. because you are not afraid of the rain, and because the GoPro is waterproof up to 10 meters. Now we are not even 10 meters under the water, we are 2 meters above the water, so that should go well. See you on the next part of this video. Keep it locked. So it is still drizzling quite a bit, but I thought you would want to see this. These are the trees of the riverside. They look quite beautiful and majestic. This is Mother Nature in all her beauty, also they say. The English came with the railway, it came with the ship, but I think you can understand us even if we are not native speakers. I think we can understand each other to some level. So the adventure continues. We are still heading home. How many kilometers do you have left on this hike?
Two and a half.
Maybe 3. No, I think it's 3. Yes. So we still have 3 kilometers left. We still have a cloud over there trying to scare us. But no, it is not going to scare us.
Yeah.
Because we are waterproof. Up to how many meters?
2 meters.
We are waterproof up to 10 meters, bruv. 33 feet in the swimming pool. And right now we are 2 meters. We are at least 2 meters. We are only a few millimeters of rain. So to that side there is the Soy Ranch. So right now we are walking in a north. We are walking in a kind of a northwestern kind of direction. Yeah, we are definitely heading northwest. We are heading northwest towards home sweet home. I see somebody has done a good job of fencing his land over there. People do quite a little bit of farming by the riverside. The river Tegedi that I just showed you, that river feeds a lot of families in this area. That river also drives the economy of Naromoru town. Without that river we will all go that, unless maybe we drilled for water. But that is a story for another day. So as you can see, there are some droplets that are falling on the lens, and we keep on wiping them. They're also getting a little bit wet. But it is not, the rain is not that heavy. So yeah, I think we can take it. See you in the next part of this video when we get home. You can see the riverside. There are that bit where there is a lot of vegetation. That is the riverside. You can see people have done a good job of clearing the road so that they can do their farming, so that they can feed their families. You know, when you're a man, you gotta feed your family, bro. You gotta get that money, which is what we are trying to do, and which brings us back to what you who is doing this video, who is watching this video, need to do. You need to subscribe to this channel. You need to like, comment, and do all those other things. Then you need to share it to at least one more person. Imagine we are getting rained on, so that we can get this video. Please subscribe, please share this video, and let YouTube run as a project. Thank you very much. Hello beautiful people, we are back We are now in the final leg of our journey. Wow, that shot looks so beautiful, man. That lighting is perfect. I think this is the golden hour or something. Yeah, it looks quite good. Can still see some bushes, but right now we are in the rural residential area. This is a populated neighborhood. There's quite a bit of people. It's also quite a bit sparsely populated. People out here have farms ranging all the way from 3 acres, 7 acres, some people have 10 acres. Some people also have some things we call buloti maguta, or 50 by hundreds, or rather you can call that an eighth of an acre. So some people decide to sell their land and they subdivide it to smaller pieces because they sell faster, and there is also quite a bit of money in selling small pieces, because the more the land becomes bigger, the cheaper it becomes. That is how things work in this area. So if you are selling, so it's better to sell many small plots than to sell one big piece of land. That is if you have the time and the patience to wait for the clients to come in. Because again, we say land is not bread. You cannot say I'm selling land and you sell it tomorrow, because it costs quite a bit of a chunk of money. Yeah. So that's life in Africa for you. If you are curious of seeing how life in modern rural Africa, because this is modern life. People live good lives out here actually. Don't be fooled into thinking that we are suffering a lot. We are not suffering. Okay, like everywhere else in the world, we have poor people and we also have rich people. We also have the middle class. We also have those who are struggling. Struggle is a universal. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that the struggle is a universal identity of humankind. So is poverty, so is being rich, and so is everything in between. So you can make a good life right here because it's peaceful. We thank God for that. We thank God for the peace here. We don't take it very for granted. We do understand that there are some people who wish that they would have peace like this. You wake up every day to the sounds of the birds and the chickens and the other farm animals, and not to the sounds of bullets and bombs and ammunition and artillery. And so we thank God for that, and we pray that it stays like that for a long, long time, so that we are able to make the best out of our very short lives. Yes. So you're going to be hearing quite a bit of philosophical musings from It's Underscore Gemma, which is the name of this channel. We are going to explore my interests. Some sheep going home here, and some cows. Somebody is quite rich over here. See? You're not suffering. You're not suffering at all. We eat well, we dress well. We may not have the best roads, we may not have the most extravagant lifestyles, but we have everything we could ever need. We get enough to eat. God also blesses us with a bit to pursue our dreams and to make the best versions out of our lives. There is opportunity. It may not be much, but nonetheless there is opportunity. So you cannot just stay at home and complain of how bad the economy is. You have to get out, you have to go out there and try to hustle. You have to at least see the world through a positive perspective. You have to give the world a chance. If you are in Kenya and if you are especially in the region that I am, I don't know about other regions but I know about Meru and about other places I've traveled to. It's very peaceful. The people are welcoming. You put a business, people will support you. Of course, there are a few bad eggs who will try to rob you and to con you, but most people out there are good people. You just have to pray to God to help you find the good people. For example, look at this guy. These are very good cabbages. This is money being made. Like I said, this is the final leg of our walk. We are starting to encounter some people as we navigate towards home. Look at those cabbages, very beautiful. That's a very nice cabbage patch over there. That is somebody who is going to make quite a bit of money. We have Mr. James over here. We're going to say hi to him. Asha. Timono. Agapisha. Eni. Twathiaga atia? Nĩ ũreona hau ũguo? Kaũndũ ta kau. Kaũndũ kega.
No kaute mbica rĩu kau. No kaute mbica.
Ĩni aca gaka ti gakũruta mbica, gaka nĩ gakuoya tũmaũndũ twakwa ũguo. Nĩ ũndũ wa YouTube harĩa kĩkĩ. Ĩni.
Ĩtuaga yetagwo Ruthu ndageterera ĩ. Twatanie nako. Ruthu. Wanjĩ ngwetetwo watanie atĩ nawe ĩ.
That's Mr. James over there.
Yeah.
Very 5 years, bro. He is not afraid of that 5 years. But we are so afraid of that 5 years. If you know, you know. Some people are working on a gate over there. They're doing some work. These are our neighbors. Our good neighbors, our good farmers. They are farmers. Most of them are farmers. On my right you can see some other beautiful cabbages over there. Yeah, like I was saying, there is opportunity out here. Just know, you need to know how to look for it. There is no time that the world has ever been 100% good. In fact, if you ask me, we are probably living in the best of times. We are literally living in a place where you can pick up your phone and make some money. If you told that to a person living maybe 50 years ago, they will say you are talking of impossible things. They will see you as a lunatic. We have come from far as mankind, and I also believe we are going far. So yeah, that's a bit of a motivational talk for you people, so that you cannot get bored as I show you my village, my very humble village. So some cabbage, there's a cabbage farm over there. Some guy seriously, I don't know if you can see, some guy is seriously farming some cabbages. On the other side you see some hay. Some people farming some hay for their livestock or for business. So that's money being made also. That's money changing hands. So yeah, the rain stopped a few minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago. The rain stopped. We have another farm over here. I don't know what these guys are really doing. No, these guys are the best farmers we have in this area. but they do have some nice spinach over there. To the other side there is more cabbages. People are obsessed with cabbages over here, bro. Well, sometimes they get very expensive. You get one cabbage going for 80 shillings. If one cabbage goes for 80 shillings and you have 10,000 cabbages, you do the maths. Tell me how much money you are going to put in your pocket. That's some spinach. But then again, as you do the mathematics with 80 shillings, you also remember that there is a time one cabbage can go for 5 shillings, so you also have to do that maths. So it's all a bit of a kind of a gamble. Farming is kind of a gamut, kind of a gamble. That's how I view it. As is everything else in this life. In everything that you do, there is always gonna be some degree of risk involved. Even in what I'm doing right now, which is trying to grow my YouTube channel, trying to create some videos, there's a bit of risk involved. So yeah, another one of my cousins over there doing some work on some cabbages. He's making his clean money. Got a lot of nice spinach over there. Hello! And we are here. So we are about to get home to the Njema farm, Njema farm family. Njema family farm, yes, that's how I'm supposed to say that. This is the Njema family farm. You are in a short way you are going to, maybe you are going to meet the Njemas if they feel like they want to be met. No pressure. If you look there, there's some more spinach. Quite a bit of spinach over there. You look here, somebody is getting their land ready. Somebody is getting their land ready for planting. And if you look at the closely at the front of the farm, there's more cabbages. The same guy in the other farm has more cabbages. So cabbages are trending over here. And if you look down there, there are also more cabbages. Seems we are the only ones without cabbages, bro. So here we are, home sweet home. Hi buddy, hi. What's up? Say hi to the camera. Say hi. No. What's up? Yeah, so that's the first calf. That's our calf over there. Tell them to subscribe, bro. Talk to them. Talk to the people. Seems he's not in the mood. See you in the next part of this video. That is food for the sheep. This is my auntie's home. I am about to go back to town. These are my two cousins over here. We are still in the Njema family farm. This is home sweet home. My home looks like that. In rural Africa, Kenya, Mount Kenya region is the address. Naromoru is the town. This is our humble home. I grew up in that house right there. This is the kitchen, and this is the sheep room. This is the room. This is the sheep bedroom. This is the kitchen. where so many meals have come from throughout the years. So actually this is our second house. The first house burned down. The first house burned down in 2009, I think 2010. I think by the time I was maybe 9-10 years old, I was in class, I think class 4, class 5, something like that. This is the granary where we store our produce from the farm and our farm equipment and input. So this granary used to be here, but it got moved here for some reason. This is the tool shed. Yeah, and as you can see, that is the rest of the farm. This is the chicken coop. Yes. Into that direction we have the farm. It's not a small farm, it's also not quite big. It's right there in the middle. So yeah, that's that. So for any of you who are wondering where I grew up, this right here is the place. Beautiful cow over there. That is the daughter of that cow. So we are currently leaving home. The Njemas have said they are not ready to be met, so we will meet them next time. This is our humble farm. As you can see, it's quite a piece. It's quite a good farm. Some maize over here. This is modern Africa. We have a small water pan over here that helps us very much during the rainy season. I think it has some water. Let me show you guys. See, there's some water in there. So that helps us to irrigate the farm during the dry season. We put the water in there from the river that is in that direction. Then we pump it from there to the farm. You can see there is my uncle-in-law here. He is watering his crops. He also has some cabbage, some fruits. Have some fruits over there. Some potatoes that were recently planted. More cabbages and maize. You can see the pipes that we use to pump the water. So this is how we do irrigation. We do it using. So before, a few years ago, we used to use a gasoline or petrol, as it is known in British English, or gasoline in American English. But now that got a bit expensive, a bit too expensive. Oh, this is a bike. It belongs to my uncle-in-law right there. The one we saw irrigating. It's quite a nice bike. It's a Captain, a Chinese bike, or a boda boda, as they are commonly referred to here in East Africa. See more maize over there in our neighbor's farm. Also has some tomatoes. I don't know if you can see them clearly. And the adventure continues. So right now we are heading back to town. Or rather, I am heading back to town. I am going to go through the Solio Game Reserve route so that maybe we can spot some wild animals, or maybe not. I don't know if this camera will be good for spotting wild animals. Here is the railway once more. To that direction is Nanyuki, and to that direction is Nairobi. And now we are going to head towards the Nairobi direction, or rather we are going to head in south. This is south what? In a southeast direction. That is where we are heading. Back to Naromoru town where we stay. So yeah, this is the river. You can see a bike, a boda boda, going towards the small bridge over there. But now for me, I'm going to take the train bridge, or rather the railway bridge that the train uses to cross the river. It is a very old bridge that was built in the 1920s or 30s. It's nearing 100 years old, or more, or even more than 100. There is our neighbor, the owner of that farm behind him. In his pro box, he is heading to town also. He is going to cross. Let me show you how he is going to cross the river. So this is the train bridge. He is going to cross the river right there. So I'm crossing the river. I just crossed the river in his pro box. Now we are going to take this bridge. This is the train bridge. So earlier, if you remember, we saw our uncle-in-law irrigating his cabbages. He is irrigating from there. He's getting his water from there. He is using that small machine you can see over there. You can see the nature is quite beautiful over here. Has some nice trees. The river has a pond over there. See the bridge. It's looking very beautiful and very awesome. See somebody fetching water over there. Something like that. We'll see you on the next one. In front of me is the railway, but when you look into this direction, we have the Kihato Comprehensive School in Laikipia County. Keep in mind that in this direction is this side of the railway is Laikipia, and this side of the railway is Nyeri. So on the Nyeri side we have the Soli Ranch, then we cross the river, then we have people's lands over there, residential property and farming property. Over this side we have Kihato Primary School. It's Kihato Comprehensive School. There's a primary school, a junior secondary, and a senior secondary too. There's also a senior secondary. I went to that school when I was a kid, from nursery school up to class 3. So I was there for 4 good years. Hi guys, welcome back. This is me making my way back towards town. Town is in that direction over there. So what we just saw is we just took a walk in that direction. We went all the way there, where you can see that kind of building coming out. I don't know if you can see it well. We went that way. We went up to there where there is home. Then again we crossed the river back into Laikipia. Then we followed some routes and until we find ourselves here, heading back to town, to our other home, to our base of operations. So in a few minutes I'm going to be showing you a view of the game reserve. It's a game reserve. It's a place, it's technically not a national park, but they have wild animals in there. They have giraffes, they have rhinos, you name it. They have hyenas, antelopes, and many other that maybe I don't know. They have wild dogs, things like that. Keep in mind we also have hyenas in there in our residential areas. Sometimes they try to terrorize us at night by eating our livestock. I remember one time a Masai Moran told me that they fear hyenas more than lions. So yeah, that's something to think about. Hi. So this is the last corner. When we get, this is the last corner right here. So we are going to take this corner, we are going to walk around 300 meters, then we are going to get ourselves to the game reserve. And the main kind of road, the tarmac road that gets us into Naromoru town and connects us to the Great North Road in that direction. So right now I'm heading due southwest. Or south there. Yeah, I'm heading due west southwest or southwest to simplify things. And then later I'll take that corner. It's an 90-degree corner, and I'll be heading southeast. Yeah. So when we get there, I am going to turn on this camera once more, and I am going to show you a view of the conservancy that is known as Solio Game Reserve. And also you are going to get views of the road that was constructed there a few years ago. Thank you for keeping it locked to its underscore gem. Here you get to see a day in the life of. You get to see travel, walking. You get to see beautiful walks like this, peaceful. I don't know if you can hear the sounds of the birds. You get to see Mother Nature. You also get to see black excellence, because this is black excellence at its peak. This is the raw unfiltered Africa. So if I were to guess, I would say that so right now people are starting to wake up that Africa, you only shown the, I don't know what they say in the West, that you only showed the negative. They say there in America that people think we are starving, we don't have water. So there are people who come to counter that narrative by showing you the luxurious side of Africa. And now there is the in-between. So there is that level of poverty, but I don't think right now there is people who are not getting water. I think we have come a long way solving that. I don't think it is fully solved yet, but especially in the country where I am, I think we have solved it to some extent. So yeah, you can start to see trucks passing through the hill and hear the hooting. So yeah, this is the middle Africa. It is not the luxurious, it is also not the poorest. This is normal life. Everybody trying to survive out there. Hi. Everybody trying to make their money. Everybody trying to coexist with each other, to tolerate each other, because really that's what we do. It seems some people came up with the ideas that as humans it would be better if we try to tolerate each other than trying to kill each other all the time, and I think that's a good thing. Because when people cooperate, you get beautiful works of engineering, beautiful works of art, beautiful works of philosophy. You see, when great minds come together, very great things happen. And so they are the perks of not, those are the perks of not wanting to kill each other all the time, you know. We get to tolerate each other, we get to enjoy each other's company, we get to love each other. And life goes on. Some people try to unravel the mystery of life. Some people like me only muse about it. So yeah, that's that. See you in the next part of this video. Until the day ends, I am yours truly. It's _Njema, also known as DJ Shatter. So this is the road. This is Solio Game Reserve right here. On the other side of this road, and we are going now to start seeing bodabodas passing through. That is Solio Game Reserve. There are some animals, but I don't think you can see them through this camera. There's some traffic. It's a little bit of traffic. Some guys doing some things very well. Hello. Poa poa. Hapana, sikupigwi. Nachukua wanyama. Nachukua huko. Nachukua huko. Eh. Eh. Umela huko neko. Eh. Ni Rhino Gate. Haha tole tuleka atia. From the horse's mouth. You get it. Ndocio ni marahinya ngari cio muno. Kuhinya kana kuhinya. We are here. Where are we? We are in Kihato. This is Kihato village. And that is Solio Ranch. And where are the animals? So the rhinos are trying to come out. So right now we are going to walk from this direction. We are going to walk from there and we are going to go in that direction. We are going to town. We are going from southwest and we are going to southeast because that is south. The sun sets in the west, Aberdare ranges, and the sun rises in the east, Mount Kenya. So we are anticipating this to be a 30 minutes walk up to Naromoru town. See you when we see some animals. Hi. Kismats. We are heading back to town. It is in the evening. We have just met some very interesting local fellows over there. They are the local Kenyan. They are the guys who make sure that the road does not have potholes. Those guys, they fill the potholes. And they do a good job because before they did this at night, there were many accidents. Somebody would come because there are very deep potholes over here, and very many of them. So somebody would come with a bike very fast. At night they would not know there are potholes, and then they would go into some potholes, lose control, and crash. I think there are times we had almost fatal crashes. So yeah, those guys try to fill the potholes with soil, and they fill it with mud or something. And it seems to work because the cars are moving quite fast. If those whole potholes were not filled with soil, those cars would be much slower, and it would be a much uncomfortable ride along that road. Across that road we have a Soli Ranch game reserve. I can see some rhinos and some other animals that I cannot identify right now. Don't know if you can see them. I will try to zoom this in editing. I'll try to zoom it a little bit in editing. We have the sunset happening right there, so we are definitely going to catch the sunset. It's too bad we have some clouds over there that are blocking our view of the sunset. But yes, this is a very nice hour to be capturing some photos or some videos. The adventure continues as we make our way back to our headquarters, to our crib, to our base of operations. Yeah, let's put on the sunglasses. For selling fear. So that direction is Mount Kenya. It's a bit obscured by the clouds. You see there's a bit of traffic on that road. The animals have not come out to play yet. They are still feeling shy. They are hiding in the bushes. I don't know if we spot some more. There's a bit of a pasture in this area right here. I don't know if we spot some animals over there. There's also a bit of a gust building up. There's a bit of wind. Don't know if you can hear that. I think you can probably hear that. Because I don't have a wind guard on, and I am recording away from myself, so I think you can hear some wind. I don't know if we try to learn how to fix that in the near future. Keep in mind that we are still testing out this camera. I want to see how it does in the golden hour lighting. That does not look bad. We are below 50% of battery. We are kind of walking backwards so that we can be lit by that sunset light. Don't know how it looks, but we will know when we get to the big screen. Yeah, the adventure continues. There's not a lot of animals, but hopefully we come another day like tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And we come with a bigger camera and I get to show you some animals or something like that. Have some motorcycles also heading in the same direction that I am. I really don't want to leave. Just trying to walk there and enjoy the scenery as I show you guys what the normal side of Africa looks like. As we said, it is not too fancy. It is also not too poor. Just so some guys out there hustling. They fix the potholes, the drivers give them something. They make a living out of that, because if they go there every day, then it means it must be working out for them. They wouldn't go somewhere that is dry. Yes. They're just trying to make a living. We are doing this so that because we want money and we don't want to go steal. And if one thing doesn't work out, you try another one. But make sure you try things that speak to you. Don't be out there doing something you hate unless it's legal and it brings you a lot of money, which then you can invest into doing something you love. and maybe you can try to turn your passion into a money-making enterprise, like I am trying to do right here, which is why I am asking for your help. If you are watching this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Also make sure that you comment down there. Tell us how you are feeling about this video. Tell us how that view looks like. Let's see. Yes, that's the sunset over there happening. We might get to see a bit of sunset after all. Let's try holding it with the left hand. See if we can get a better shot. There we go. So behind me is Solio Ranch. Behind me also is Aberdare Ranges. And that is the sun going down right smack in the middle of Aberdare Ranges. That is where the sunset is happening right now. It's around 6:20 or something, around 6:30-ish, and there is still a lot of light, and we still have a few minutes to get to our destination. So keep it locked, keep it locked in. It's _Njema is the name of the channel. We are in Africa. This is raw, this is unfiltered, real life in Africa of a hustling young man meeting other hustling young men, trying to make a living, trying to get to the good life without having to do crime. We are trying to keep it clean like a gospel song. Yeah. Which is why you should come to my events, to my gigs. We are going to start getting some bookings real soon, because we are making mixes, so you can check that out. Our YouTube is DJ Shatter. You see the algorithm hasn't put us in the search yet, but we are hoping to make that happen soon. Yeah, that is why we are trying to create some clean mixes, clean visuals, high quality. We are still having a bit of hiccups with the editing, but we are trying to get that sorted out. Yeah. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's me. We're also doing photography, so yeah, that's something also. Turns out when you can get a good camera, you can take some very good photos, but you should not be fooled into thinking that if you don't know anything about a camera, you are going to go get a camera and instantly start taking great photos, start taking great videos. You need to have some basic knowledge. You have to learn about things like aperture, ISO, shutter speed, frame rates, RAW and JPEG, white balance, lighting, there is editing. You need to learn about all of that. But it can be done, because I am here, I am trying to do it. I am trying to learn. I am trying to learn it as I do it. Yes. We have had some previous experience with the cameras. So when we went to source for the equipment that we needed, we had an idea of what we were looking for based on what we were looking to achieve. So if you are looking to venture into that direction, that is something you also must consider. You must consider doing your own research to avoid getting misled. So yeah, fortunately you have me to guide you through all the way. That is if you want to become a DJ, if you want to become a vlogger like what I'm doing right now. You are going to learn as I learn, and it's going to be good. The next generation of African content creators, I think it is going to happen right now. It's already happening. I think it's already happening, because even when I went to Nairobi to source for cameras, there were people all over. There were people all over the place dropping money on cameras all over. I also went and did the same. And I know those cameras haven't gone to sleep, they have gone to work. So there are people out here who feel like AI is taking jobs, which is very true. I used to be a writer, or rather I still am a writer, but don't get much work these days. And I think ChatGPT and all these other large language models or large learning models, these LLMs and these GPTs, I think they have something to do with me not getting as much orders as I used to 3 years ago. So there's that, and I think there are people who are venturing from those businesses and starting to venture out into more hands-on, because this is hands-on experiences. So I think we are going to see an inflow. At the same time, the demand for video is increasing, because every day more and more people are getting connected to the internet. More and more people are buying smartphones. So there is always going to be demand, and there is always going to be supply. And that is where the attention economy comes in. I am trying to figure out where I am going to fit between all of that. I'm trying to position myself in a place whereby I can use my skills to make some money, to make a good living, so that I can get a family for myself, so that I can live the life that I always wanted. I think I am already halfway there. There is still a lot of work to do. So much work to do. But God is going to help us. Yeah. So right now, I'm going to let you enjoy the walk together with me. So yeah, enough of seeing my face. So we just finished the Solio Game Reserve, and now we're in the Solio Ranch. So this is for cows. And apparently they are harvesting grass. As you can see here, some grass has been recently harvested. And it has been recently cut and baled. Yeah, and something like that. So there are some lorries over there carrying some grass, some hay. That's a Prado, that's a La Cruza Prado, king of off-road in Africa. Or rather, king of off-road in Kenya. People love their Prados out here, man. You have some lorries ferrying some hay over there. Don't know if you can see them. I don't think you can really see them. This camera does not see that far. But yeah, I think the sun is finishing doing its thing, but you can see because of the clouds, sunset is almost over. And yeah, see you when we get to town. Hi again. So some quick thoughts I wanted to share about this camera. This is the GoPro Hero 13 Black. So Yes. So I wanted to share that this camera seems to perform really well outdoors where there is natural lighting, but I can't seem to get it to work very well in low light situations. Now, I understand that this camera might not have been built for that purpose, and it's okay. But maybe we are going to learn how to play with the settings, and we can try to get it to work well in low light situations, or in situations where I have artificial lighting, like whereby I'm shooting a mix in my studio, because I use it to stream, because I haven't gotten the stream setup right with my mirrorless camera, so I still have to use this one for streaming. So I'm trying to figure out how to get a workaround about that very poor low light or artificial light performance. Or maybe I don't have the skills for this, I haven't still learned it, but yeah, that's something. That's just something that I wanted to share about this camera. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share this video. It's 6:47 p.m. 2nd February 2026. Somebody there is trying to be fast. I wonder if you can compete in Formula 1. No, in MotoGP. Anyway. That's how the golden hour is looking like. The sunset just happened. The sun is now gone. But we still have a lot of light. Something to do with geography. It seems our scene is still very well lit, even with the low natural light. So I must figure out a way to make this camera work in my studio setting. But for now, the adventure is almost coming into an end. This is where I'm going to sign off today's video. 2nd of the 2nd month of the year 2026, since Jesus Christ died on the cross after death. 2026 AD. So this is the final part of Solio Ranch. There we have Jacana's resort somewhere in front there. I don't know if you can see it. So our vlog is coming to an end here, and I'm going to sign off by reminding you guys to please subscribe to this channel, please like this video, and please share to at least one more person, then get them to share to another person. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you very much. Adios, muchachos.